gotta go to Martin's today and bring him the 240 and start mocking up the race car's beams motor. Let's go. We made it here at OMD. What's up, boys? The Ferrari shop. It's been a while. Alright, I have no idea what I'm looking at. What is this?
This is a Ferrari 412. Specifically, this is the only one in the world. It's the Ferrari 412 Superfast. It is our full-blown resto mod. It's got the engine out of an 812 Superfast, transmission out of a 599. And all kinds of crazy custom stuff.
No one even knows the cars you're talking about. People who watch my channel watch cars like that.
Yeah, this is definitely a little bit different. We spent the last year and a half making absolutely everything custom. Martin literally handmade mufflers from scratch.
Oh my god.
We wanted this low pro muffler that still had 275 tubing. And we really had to make it by hand to get it where we wanted.
There's nothing you didn't touch, huh? Martin made this whole tranny tunnel?
Whole tranny tunnel. We ran our own fuel lines, all custom.
This is freaking ridiculous.
We literally remade the frame section here and here so that we could have the engine sit where we wanted it to.
It's a V12 swap?
Yep, V12 swap. Wait till you see the top side.
I know. I'm just kind of getting lost underneath. Everything is RC spec. Steve, you're insane. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys remember all the previous vlogs here at OMD, but they have obviously leveled up in the past couple of years.
Yeah, these are even custom wheels. We literally custom designed these wheels ourselves.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Dude.
And had a machine by a company called Brixton Ford in LA. And they're literally like full-blown DOT spec and everything.
You guys should just build a whole car from scratch at this point.
At this point, they basically have.
Pretty
by the
much.
time we're done, I think we joked that like the only thing that's going to be left that's untouched is like the glass.
Shell. Yeah, the glass.
That's it.
Marty, you're insane, buddy. This is 1 year? A year and a half project. Yeah, we gotta come down.
These? Like handmade tips.
You shaped those things.
Yeah, I shaped these things. Well, these are like welded, dual layer.
Oh my god.
I had to make a special die to do this angle. Because like you have to flare this out from 2.5 inch to 3.
Is that your first time doing something like that?
Yeah, Steve kind of showed me. He used to make Ferrari dips like this.
I see.
But I don't think he ever made one that has like a lot of angle like that. But I had to make a special die for it myself. But like this is pretty cool. This is a custom muffler. See how like narrow this muffler?
Yeah. Is this where it used to be, the muffler? No.
Yeah, this car, like the way it's constructed is totally different than our car.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
It doesn't have a pocket for an exhaust.
I see.
And this is where the OEM exhaust used to run. So we're like kind of keeping the factory like layout.
Yeah.
And it's just a really difficult car. I mean, look at it, like these are OEM hangers. So I had to like fabricate all these like things to meet the OEM chassis.
Yeah, it's
which
both
is
sides
super
too.
difficult. Yeah, these are a lot of work to make.
The tranny tunnel's insane, dude.
Yeah, I had to fabricate all that. Everything on this car is custom.
Yeah, there's nothing that you guys didn't touch.
AC, I just mounted this. We got the horn mounted, the window washer.
This is a sway bar, bro?
Sway bar. He designed and made all these. This front bracket is really cool. It stiffens the whole car, like the chassis. It's a front plate.
Yeah.
Right, but that mounts everything. Your sway bar, your steering rack.
It's like a cross member, kind of.
Yeah, I'll show you that.
What is the guy trying to do with this car? Is he gonna race it, or is it just like
this client is a collector.
I see.
And he already has one of these cars, and he loves it, but he hates the way it drives.
I see.
So we're just basically making like a
one-off.
Like a one-off. They call it the resto mod.
Resto mod.
Resto mod. When you take an old car and then you refresh everything.
Restore and modify.
Restore everything. We got a little bit of a wholesale thing going on.
You went RC spec on the fender flares. I love it.
Steel fender flares that I welded. But clearly we haven't done the body work.
Yeah.
But
the custom. This is so RC car.
Like custom wing.
That is freaking ridiculous. It doesn't even look like a Ferrari.
It's all steel, handmade, everything. So
It just needs paint, huh?
it's part of the car. Steve's been real busy doing wiring. As you can see,
Holy.
it's gonna have AC. It's gonna have all the controls. We've taken Prius steering column.
Prius steering column.
Yeah, so it's gonna have power steering.
Oh my
And
god.
all the window switch, light switch off of a Prius. So Steve had to like literally sit there, figure out each little wire and what it does,
Insane.
and mesh it into our system.
This is ridiculous. And look
So
at that. Look at his
he's
little
got
brake
like
valve.
pages and pages of wiring diagrams and schematics. So
it's freaking.
that alone is like,
This is
you know.
next level. I don't even know what I'm looking at. This is cool though.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
When everything is all put together, obviously it's gonna look different.
Yeah, the parking brake, we didn't want to have a second caliper.
Oh yeah.
So
It's a hydro parking brake utilizing the OEM style
That is
lever,
freaking
right?
rad, Yeah.
Um,
That's cool.
but another cool thing is when you have two of them, you can completely separate each
side,
corner,
yeah.
so you can
It's
still run
independent.
ABS.
Oh,
Because
okay.
usually hydraulic system you
Gets rid of
cannot
it, yeah.
run ABS. But if you do it
Dang.
this way, but see how many lines you have to hook up?
Yeah, it is kind of
It's a lot, but
overkill, but it does the job.
But
That's
when
the
you
only way to do it.
when you let this go, the ABS works, everything functions like a normal car. But then when you pull it, it locks up the rear.
Sick.
Yeah,
So drift car?
I'm sure you can slide it around.
Dude, this tunnel you made is insane, front to back.
Oh yeah,
Just to fit everything? It was just way
Yeah.
too tight in there?
yeah. Oh, 100%. Oh, you don't understand this car. You don't understand though.
this car didn't even
So,
have the transmission unit.
There's a frame in the middle, but all this is fiberglass,
Oh.
and it's all bonded together. So steel, aluminum, fiberglass, all bonded together,
What the
which
hell?
makes it a fabricator's nightmare.
Yeah.
Like literally nightmare.
Yeah.
I am literally welding to the frame, bonding epoxy to the fiberglass, and you can see all these seams I had to do.
Looks like a boat in here. It's like what a boat is made of. It's all fiberglass here?
Yeah. It's fiberglass.
Dang, this is ridiculous.
And to make it worse, front fenders all molded in.
Wait, hold on. That is
Oh,
sick.
it's gonna have new AC, like
No.
new AC system. So I had to make all this too.
on the dash.
Yeah. Like imagine all wrapped in leather. It's
It's
gonna,
gonna
look
be
really
good.
nice.
It's gonna look OEM.
Yeah.
What's
See,
going on here?
they molded the fender in. The whole front end is all one
Oh.
piece, which makes it really hard to work on.
That's OEM? That's not OEM.
That's
It is?
OEM. This is
It's all one piece.
Yeah, one piece.
Wow. That thing is huge. What normally comes in this?
A V12 engine.
But this is a-
this is a new Ferrari V12.
I see.
Steve did all the machine work. He designed and made the ITV setup.
No way.
This does not exist.
Can't find it. Everything's one off, basically.
Yeah.
This is
And
a.
I made 321 stainless steel headers that are truly equal length.
Really?
That's why it shapes the way it shapes.
I see. Yeah, they're a little bit different on each side, but that's the only way to do it to make it equal, right?
We make it equal because this side you got a steering shaft.
Exactly.
There's different things required in the space.
But equal length. That's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. And Steve went nuts. So you know how like when you're at a car show you want to show off to your buddies?
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he made a hand throttle seat.
Hey, look at this.
So you don't have to go inside the car to rev your engine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what are you gonna do? Like ITV setup, you can't.
Okay, yeah, the
Yeah.
throttle body. So you need a little handle to just show off the ITVs.
That's all Steve.
Dude, tweaker, Steve.
He told the client that, and client's like, yeah, that's a good idea.
So
I
good.
asked the client if I could borrow $1,000.
Just $1,000.
I should ask him more. I realized when I started asking.
Hey Steve, come over here. See, he did that.
I like your little handle right there.
He likes it.
Maybe to get one of those.
It's Boso.
It's the calling, dude. So
So we gotta go like this.
bike. You need the bike handle. Dun, 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 dun. You guys blow my mind every time. It's getting better and better. Like, what the hell is that? That whole piece is all CNC'd.
Yeah, Steve custom made the pedal box system. Look at this
crazy.
firewall. This firewall is so like not like a normal car. So I had to make this to make the engine package, you know, fit.
Yeah.
This was originally there, and then we couldn't really cut that off and make our new. So he had to make his own pedal box system. If you go down in there, it's pretty crazy. Down in there,
okay.
it's all CNC. Steve made all that.
Insane. There's nothing that he can't make in shop.
No, like brake master, we use another Ferrari part. Like this is off of another Ferrari. But yeah, this didn't fit under the hood.
Yeah.
So he had to make that.
Hey.
That's an oil tank for the dry sump. There's no place to put like a normal dry sump tank in here. So we have to make a special like
Yeah, you have to utilize the space. Like, this
you know,
looks
like,
insane.
This is the swirl tank. You know how we always make the swirl tank?
Yep.
But look at how many fittings that are on this thing.
I know.
There's like heater hose that connects to it. These are engine. This is off of a radiator.
6 things connected to it.
Right. But it, you know, we already ran it. It works super good.
Dude, this is... What?
I know, exactly.
Like, I don't even know what else to say. It's
Okay,
just-
I mean, I can keep adding it up. The windshield wiper motor. The original one was too big, so we were running Prius windshield wiper motor.
Prius, baby. This is
And
your
it's
type
not
of
a
car.
plug and play, guys. It's not a plug and play.
No.
First, I have to fabricate and make my own bracket, and then next, Steve has to figure out
The
how
wiring.
it's wiring.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Why Prius? Can I ask? Why?
oh, it's just Toyota makes good
Toyota
parts.
makes good stuff, number one. But most importantly, we wanted to use a manual steering rack. So this car actually doesn't have a steering rack at all. This car originally has what's called reciprocating ball steering. It's terrible. You gotta turn it like 4
It's like
times for it
an
to turn
old
like a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Terrible design. So we wanted to put a steering rack in it.
Okay.
But we wanted the manual steering rack feel because that's just, everybody can agree that's always the best.
Yeah.
So we bought this really nice Willwood
Manual rack?
manual rack. But then what we're doing is having an electric power assist on the steering
On the column. And that's
which is
from a
what
Prius.
Toyota uses from the Prius. And it's basically like, it works at like slow speeds and then it turns off at high speeds. So
I
that
see.
when you're doing 100 miles an hour around a big sweeper, you've got manual steering that's as much
Oh, that's
grabbing the
sick.
road as you have.
That's sick.
You know? And that's what we wanted the car to drive like. So that's what we used.
So we use like Prius parts already. We're like, oh, okay, let's use.
Gotta love Toyota. I really like the tiny rack. I love the side comments, Steve. Well, you guys freaking killed it once again.
You've got like a full custom display.
The Motec
So we
display.
use this Motec full custom display.
Oh, it's sick with the Ferrari tack.
So I made this whole thing, and so it's currently in warm-up mode. You can see the RPM is limited. Once the temperature gets warm enough,
Uh-huh.
it'll go back into its normal mode and raise the RPM. And you can see it's got full functioning headlights, turn signals. See the pop-up headlight work.
This car is funny looking though. Doesn't look like a Ferrari.
It kind of looks like
Looks like a RX-7 FB or something.
Like an old 70s Skyline.
Yeah. It's freaking sick though, dang. Got everything working. I like how there's a lot of OEM stuff in here still though,
Yeah.
control wise.
Yeah, and we
That's
wanted
sick.
to have like, so the Toyota steering column assist here has all of the functionality
This
of
is
the
from
original.
this is
Yep.
from Prius too.
Toyota. Turn signals all work.
Gotta love it. Freaking
That's
JDM.
why we're putting Beam's engine in your car.
Yeah, dude. This is JDM Ferrari. The little Boso touch to it. Have you guys ever seen something like this though? This thing's fully custom. Thanks for showing me this thing. That was amazing. That was 15 minutes of just mind-blowing content. Now we're gonna put this thing
On the rack.
on the rack.
On the lip.
This is the heart of the 240. I've had this thing sitting at OMD for like 4 years and they just kind of cleaned it up,
So remember, you had a clutch sponsor. That clutch is in there.
The action clutch.
installed, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've done cam timing / readjusting the shims on the cam bucket.
And the Toto Racing stuff.
Yeah.
Cams and belts
So
and
this
everything.
engine's ready to go, but we still have to like make, like I did some of the fab work, like this stuff,
Yeah.
because this stuff, the OEM stuff wraps around and like, you know, we deleted all that.
Nice.
So I have some of that stuff done, but like today, maybe if you have time, you can sit down with Corey and
Okay.
order like the injectors, the turbo, the wastegate if
Okay.
you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh, and then throttle and all that.
I just gotta make a list, but yeah, there's
we
still
have
a lot
we
more
have a
to it.
list.
But it's going in, finally. I've been waiting for this. And just another spare SR, just in case.
Not that cool after looking at the Ferrari.
Oh yeah, but remember, this is an NASR
Yeah,
that
this
you
is a
ship.
funny story. This came out of my drift car in Japan. This is the NASR
So I
automatic.
fixed this. Remember, Gabe broke the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I did that.
Hey.
So that's your new oil drain. And then over here, as long as you use this can, you can use NASR.
Oh, okay.
See, and the
The
way
whole
I
can,
welded it, so like the oil level is like up to here.
I see.
So you have to like weld it super high. But I got like, if you,
As close as you
it's not
could.
showing the inside, but like
Yeah.
I got it as close as to the top as possible.
Cherry, dude. Hell
So,
yeah.
like if you blow this up, just take the bottom pan off
And
put
reuse it on the NASR.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So.
There you go.
Wow.
Can you believe this is the engine you pulled out of my car?
Wow.
It's so crazy.
I already
Here.
did front main seal, new water pump, and Gabe got all that, but he wanted me to do this, but this is not necessary. It looks
Rear main looks
dry,
good.
like
That's
yeah.
good.
So
Well,
this
dude,
is yours.
Sick,
Yeah,
man.
you'll take this home.
Freshly overhauled SR
Yeah.
and freshly overhauled beams.
So this would be like cool to just like, sit in the garage
Right?
and knowing that you always have a spare.
It's a nice little living room piece, man. Just put it. Alright, we're gonna get jamming then. Martin's just tidying up the engine bay, getting rid of what we don't need, and kind of straightening up the front end. The plan with this is to cut this out and make this part detachable so we can pull the motor in and out. Pretty simple. So right now he just had me going through the car and just taking unnecessary stuff out, like all this stuff. I gotta do the sound deadening that I haven't done yet, but I still need to do that. I'm just gonna run through the car and take out all this stuff like this, get it prepped for paint, all the little tabs here and there. It's a job. We already got a little pile of stuff going here that Martin took out. Like 4 pounds of stuff. Every pound counts. Unnecessary stuff that I'm not gonna be using. I was able to save a couple things from my old setup. Fuel pressure regulator, catch can, fuel filter, and that's about it. A couple lines, power steering line. That's all I was able to save from my other setup, but cleaned everything out. We'll be good to go. We're gonna start a little pile of stuff here. We got the engine mounts in using the OMD beams 240 adapters, using the OEM SR20 engine mounts. Very interesting. Martin seems like he's gonna start welding here pretty soon. All these holes, patching up what we don't need. I'm excited. For day one of prep. We gotta bring this thing home. We're gonna load it in the truck. This thing made some progress today. Martin made it so stiff. Nico, shake my front end. That used to just...
So weak, used to.
It was so bad. Everything was so flimsy. Martin just welded up a bunch of stuff and made it super sturdy. So more progress tomorrow. That's a wrap for today. We finished the interior. We got all the unnecessary stuff out. Probably took out 30 pounds worth of stuff. So next on the list is the front end quick release. We did good today though. Time to load this thing up. We're back at the shop. Martin's already freaking so far. We just got here. He already made the quick release front. to take the engine in and out easier. Ah. Whoa. Quick release. It makes life so much easier.
Engine's gonna go in really easy.
So yeah, the chassis, we'll just use this.
Oh, sick.
The chassis wire.
It's just gonna be one freaking
The
harness.
plug can go in and out here. But then we'll have
Mill spec style.
for just the engine. So
Okay.
when you need to pull the engine out,
You just unplug that
plug
one.
out, you don't have to disturb anything else.
That's so good. We got one plug for the whole engine harness. Alright, well I gotta start jamming. It's time to mock up the motor in the engine bay and get a better look at this thing and how it's gonna look. Obviously nothing's freaking painted or anything, but we'll get a good idea. Martin can take some measurements and whatever, see how this goes. It's almost there. Engine's looking good. Obviously, we still gotta do the manifold and turbo, but mock-up looks good. The quick release. Gotta love it. Makes everything easier. That looks pretty. Clearances look good. Oh yeah. Transmission, drive shaft, everything lined up. Freaking flawless. Oh yeah. You got a couple things you gotta do. Gotta pull this out. This is dang crazy. So I'm gonna cut this out a little bit just so I can access it and kick it. We got this thing sealed up pretty sick. There's a gaping hole there. Martin said a whole bunch of wind comes through here into the interior, so we got that thing riveted and sealed. Right here. Little stuff. Time to cut. Before we go,
I just hadn't run it in a while, but this is my car.
do you guys remember this thing? I don't think it was running last time it was on the channel.
Yeah, it's
been a
not
while.
drivable right now. I did break my shifter, but it runs great. And yeah, Martin and I actually spent some time to repaint the engine bay.
Oh, that's right. It looks good. You guys know what this is? What is this,
So
Corey?
this is a 2008 Suzuki Hayabusa motor.
In a
1981 Starlet.
This is the funniest, coolest car that's come out of OMB.
You want to see the new upgrade that they haven't seen the last time? It's got Ferrari brakes on it now.
Oh my gosh. No, that's not a sticker, huh? That's real.
That's real Ferrari brakes right there.
Hey, with the OMB custom rotors.
Yeah, custom rotors, fully upgraded. Got a new front suspension points too, so that I can.
Oh, good. Look at that. A freaking motorcycle motor in this thing with all custom mounts made in-house. You guys are freaking wild.
Dude, you should show them the dash. Hop in it.
How much horsepower does it
It's
have?
about 200 horsepower, but the car only weighs like 1,600 pounds.
1,600 pounds. Oh, this is from the actual Busa.
Yeah, from the Busa.
Damn. Does it actually go 180 miles an hour?
I've only gone like 140 in it, but it does it.
Look at the dash. The dash is so cool, dude. This is sick.
Thank you.
Corey, you got an interesting freaking build here. The fuel cell back
Warmed up,
there.
you can rev it a little bit if you want.
Get in there. Whoa. Dude, the response is insane.
Crazy, yeah.
What the hell? What the hell is this? Sounds like a freaking motorcycle. Man, this is so cool. Wait, what am I looking at here? What is this?
That's
Is the shifter?
That's the shifter.
And this is the.
That's reverse.
That's reverse.
Yeah. If you can read Japanese, it actually says reverse on it.
Huh. Bus. Hey, it's so cool.
It's got like full anti-oil cage and everything.
Yeah, this is wild, Corey. This is the freaking coolest car ever. Motorcycle. You should put motorcycle handlebars and then drive it like this. This is freaking sweet, Corey.
Thank you. You know, I gotta say, I've been lucky enough to drive a lot of cool cars in my life. I honestly think this is more fun than any of them I've driven.
Oh, I believe it.
Like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, it's just more entertaining.
It's a
it might not be
freaking go-kart,
faster,
though.
but it's sure a hell of a lot of fun.
It probably feels faster because it's so light.
Yeah, it feels crazy.
It's a freaking Starlet, dude. Yeah, you won. You won, buddy. All right, that's pretty much it for today. Martin got all the holes sealed up, which is great. Look at that. Brand used. We still got a lot to do though. We have to caulk all this, make sure no smoke gets in the cabin. I still gotta cut out some unnecessary panels here, but he went around the car and filled all the holes so good. Next on the list of things to do, interior prep for paint. Get all this sound deadening out, but so far so good. I can see it already. We're gonna get this thing on the trailer, bring it home, plan for this, pull the motor out when we get home, and then also start prep for engine bay. And Martin's gonna come over to the house and paint the whole car there. We got a lot to do to get this car running. Good morning. The lineup's looking sick. Had to kick the Levin out of the garage because last night we pushed old girl in. This is gonna be her new home for a while. We gotta get this thing all ready for paint. So that's this week's agenda. I have to leave for a couple days, but Nico is just gonna be jamming out here. This thing actually sold. We got a deposit for it. Yes, it's dusty, but we're gonna get this thing fully detailed. Nico's gonna throw this trans back in, and customer said he'll buy it as is. So that's that, sold. Kind of sad, bittersweet moment, but Leah's got her car coming here shortly. Anyways, I'm gonna leave Nico to it. I gotta leave. I'm going to Palm Springs for the weekend for a little family getaway. But we'll be back at the land in like 1 second. We're back. Nico's been jamming. He already got the trans in. He actually pulled the motor out of the 240 already. So now we can start prepping this thing for paint. But Leah's cousin's here from Canada. And he does detailing for a living, so he wants to bring the two cars from up top down here, the rat-infested 240 and Hachi. We're gonna grab those. Maybe start cleaning them, huh? You ready to clean? I'm sick, so I don't sound too good, but yeah, check it out. Nico's got the engine pulled out. We got the other engine here. Are you hitting my car with those fingers?
No, they're nails.
Please don't hit my car with your nails. Anyways, a lot of things to do today. We're gonna grab the two cars with this thing. All right, we got this. I got the trailer. I don't know if you guys remember last time, but this has the Hachi and the 240 in it. And we kind of pulled it out of the ruts, so I think it'll be a little bit easier this time around. It was super stuck in these holes last time. But yeah, it's been a couple months. We're gonna get this thing unloaded finally. We got Igor over here, this hazmat suit. I told him it's gonna be gnarly, so I bought him a little suit. He said he does some grimy jobs, so we'll see what he thinks about this. We got the FJ hooked up. Like butter. Flat tire and all. Sick. Gotta love Toyota. Nico's up there.
Yeah, this is fine. We can go Grange. I can't get up.
How are you getting down?
We'll go Grange like this. Can you help me? Tow with the FJ.
It's perfect, dude. Dang, that did it like butter. Hell yeah. Now we gotta get into this thing. Doesn't look bad from here. Wait till you go inside, Igor. There's already a dead mouse right there. All right, let's pull him out. Motor sounds kind of loud.
Oh, bro, you guys, it's like lifters, yeah? Like,
Yeah.
It
It
hasn't
been ran. Look at all that. You clean that?
Oh, that is the cleanest ABS system I've ever seen.
All right. Well, she runs. Nah, it's not that bad. It is, I mean, there's a lot of poop. There's a lot of poop in here. But yeah, we gotta get this thing clean. This thing is clean. Should we get the Hachi out?
Maybe one at a time.
Okay, one at a time. We're gonna take a little break from the cinematics cleaning. We got everything drying out, and Igor started the 34 already, and he started to detail the exterior. And I got wrecked. I broke my neck somehow. Don't ask me how. I pulled a muscle or something. Still trying to do what I can though. We got this thing all vacuumed out, ready for the customer. Next exterior. As you can see, it's pretty bad, but I already started. The engine bay. Engine bay looks freaking amazing. It's so good. I already started one headlight, and that thing looks freaking amazing compared to this one. They weren't too bad, but you can tell Igor's doing a water spot job. We have such hard water out here. He did most of the car already. It's looking good. Almost done. These will be done in a couple hours. The interior is all done now. The dash cover back on. The floor mats are all clean. I'm stoked this thing is coming out amazing. Look at these door cards. A 30-year-old car. Still doing the rear part. We gotta put in the seats, but I pressure washed them. This thing got a full deep cleaning. Anyways, back to cleaning.
Don't do it yet. Don't do it.
We're just trying to detail cars over here. Nico's got his own contraption.
Don't do it yet.
He said, don't talk to me. Shut up and watch. What are you doing?
I want to fly. That's my dream.
You look like Dumb and Dumber over here. My freaking neck brace. What are you doing?
Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Doing hot.
You gotta spin, bro. What? You look like you're struggling. Anyways, this thing is looking clean. Oh yeah. You alright there, bud? Look at that. Hell yeah.